Hi. Hey, hi again. Today, rationalizing denominators. So just 3 examples for you. If you're rationalizing the denominator, that means you don't want to have a radical on the bottom. You don't want a square root on the bottom. So what you need to do, just multiply top and bottoms by square root of 5. So 2 times root 5 is just 2 root 5. And root 5 times root 5 is simply 5. If you want to know why, because root 5 times root 5 is root 25, and root 25 is simply 5. So you could take that shortcut if you want. Now, this lots of students, they've been taught that they have to multiply by the bottom, which is 2 root 3 over 2 root 3. Honestly, don't do that. Then you have to reduce more. So what you should do is, what you want to get rid of is this square root right here. So what you should multiply by, just multiply by square root of 3 over the square root of 3. 3 times square root of 3, just 3 square root of 3. That's what you get. The bottom, 2, there's a 1 here. 2 times 1 is 2. And root 3 times root 3 is simply 3. And you put that in brackets like that. And therefore, you end up with 3 root 3 over 6. Now reduce. The 3 goes into itself once, goes into 6 twice. And then you have root 3 over 2 as your final answer. So again, 2 root 3 times root 3. All you need to do here, that you carry the 2. Root 3 times root 3 is root 9. But root 9 is 3. So this is basically 2 times 3, which is 6. And that's your final answer right here. Now, how about here? Here there's a negative sign in between. So if you have a negative sign in between, you have to multiply, but what we call the conjugate. And the conjugate of this is the same thing, root 2 and root 3, but you change the sign in the middle to plus. And whatever you do to the bottom, you always do to the top, as we're doing here. So that's root 2 plus root 3 on top. Now, I'm just going to put this in bracket, and this in bracket. So here, you distribute this, so use the distributive property to do that. So root 5 times root 2 gives you root 10. And root 5 times root 3, of course, you have the plus sign, gives you root 15. The bottom, the long thing is your FOIL. So root 2 times root 2, again, I said if you multiply a root by itself, this just simply gives you 2, which is gives you root 4, which is 2, of course. And then root 2 times root 3 there is going to give you plus root 6. And then negative root 3 times root 2 gives you negative root 6. And then negative root 3 times positive root 3 will give you negative 3. And therefore, the root 10 plus root 15 is going to stay the same. You cannot simplify this any further. You cannot add these because they're not like terms. And you cannot change this to mixed radical because there is no perfect square that goes into 15 or 10. The bottom, plus root 6 and minus root 6 is going to cancel. You end up with 2 minus 3 on the bottom, which gives you root 10 plus root 15. 2 minus 3 gives you negative 1. When you divide both of these by negative 1, you just get negative root 10 minus root 15. And that's the final answer for this. Success in learning is success in life. Stay tuned for my next video. Thank you for watching.